yoga, just give it a try. I feel like, it'll sort of help you find your balance. And then dance will become an extension of your yoga. Like, let yoga be the foundation.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. So
yeah. And then now you got a dance partner. I've got happy feet. So yeah.
What if you dance better than me?
It's not a competition.
As a daughter, I have been feeling very guilty for not being able to stand on my own 2 feet. Most people in my circle are married and with jobs, and both my parents are retired, and my sister is married and she lives in her own place with the kids. I feel very like I haven't really given back to the family yet, so that's a bit stressful.
Everyone has strengths and everyone has flaws, isn't it? But you tend to amplify your flaws, focus a lot on it, and then you forget that, hey, there's this other side of you.
I don't feel like the things I'm okay at are helping me get anywhere. They don't seem to be things that help me in terms of getting a job, staying in a job, or I've been applying for so many things the whole year, and I think people have the idea that if you have a mental illness, you're not fit to work. And even if I have a doctor's note that supports me and says that, I've been in treatment for a long time and I'm ready to work and I'm fit for work, people still take it upon themselves to decide that, no, you're not ready. I don't think you're ready.
Maybe that means that while we may not be able to secure a job now, maybe we can take the time to kind of explore a bit of your interests and your likes and dislikes.
Yeah.
And the thing about exploring means you actually need to be trying X number of activities before you figure out, right?
I don't even know how to decide what to explore though. Like, where do I start? And
my hopes and dreams for Disha is for her to have the courage to explore, whether it's interest or work or relationships. She has a lot of kindness for other people, and thoughtfulness for people around her. But I think, unfortunately, more often than not, she's very, very harsh and very critical of herself. So I hope that she can become kinder to herself.
Evenly press the inner thighs and the feet together. Take a moment here. Take a deep breath in.
The yoga class was a milestone because I've been wanting to do it for so long. I've just been holding back a lot. Like, there's always been something scaring me a bit too much.
And just take a moment, feel the ground through the feet. Very nice.
I have not really dared to go back into that space, but I think it's necessary to do it. I'm happy I did it. I just don't want to be so scared of moving, so.
Take a deep breath in.
You are my depression. And why have you chosen me? I don't understand how we've remained friends for so many years despite how much I hate you. And I want to peel you off my every layer and cell and label you toxic waste before tossing you out once and for all. I am light and floating now, frolicking amongst the softest, kindest clouds, enveloped by vibrations of the purest love, and dancing the way I have always dreamt of, the way I am meant to.
The strains changed, and the ability of this strain to infect people faster was much higher than the first wave.
A devastating COVID-19 wave sweeps India. The nation is facing a catastrophic public health crisis.
Young people were getting sick this time. The mortality this time was very high.
तो लोग इतना डर चुके थे और डॉक्टर भी इतने डर चुके थे कि डॉक्टर ने ओपीडी ही बंद कर दी थी.
We had lots of beds, but we had no oxygen.
People are rallying together, refusing to let the virus beat them.
In a matter of 14 hours, we managed to make a database of all resources, anything that was available.
We have already sent more than 2,000 concentrators to more than 13 states in India.
This is the story of a nation coming together to battle an unseen enemy. Breathe Again, premiering 25th July on CNA.
This is Asia Now.
It is 2 p.m. in Singapore and Hong Kong, 11:30 in New Delhi and 1 o'clock in Jakarta. I'm Jill Newbronner. At this hour, COVID-19 cases linked to the Tokyo Olympics go past 100, but it's all systems go for the opening ceremony just 5 hours from now. China's central Henan region braces for more heavy rain. The death toll there now exceeds 30. Australia's New South Wales declares an emergency as COVID-19 infections reach a new high. It is all systems go for the Tokyo Olympics opening ceremony, which is in about 5 hours from now. But cases linked to the Games continue to rise. 3 more competitors have tested positive for COVID-19, taking the total infected to 106. Michio Ishida joins us live. Michio, we're pushing past 100 COVID-19 cases now linked to the Games. Is that causing and fueling concerns in Tokyo?
Well, Tokyo 2020 Organizing Committee said today that there are 19 more cases of COVID-19 among the Olympic participants. And they did not unveil the nationalities, but we believe that 3 are those who have been residing in the athletes' village. The Czech team did unveil that they had 6 of its team members testing positive. And they include a beach volleyball player and a bicycle road racer. And all 6 of them were on the same flight. But the biggest concern about the residents of Tokyo is the accelerating number of COVID-19 cases here in the capital alone. On Thursday, it's reported 1,979 new cases. And, people are alarmed, but then there are lots of people you see behind me walking around, showing that they're really not taking seriously that the situation is quite bad. And hospital beds are starting to be taken. We hear that 2,500, there are over 2,500 patients in Tokyo hospitals with COVID-19. And, the fact is that a lot of Japanese people are still not happy that the Olympic Games are taking place. I have been talking to some students, and they tell me that their school events, school excursions have all been canceled, and they're wondering why can the Olympic Games take place when their school excursions or events or sporting events cannot take place. So that's the sentiment of the Japanese at this point in time. But once the opening ceremony begins, there may be a slight change to sentiment.
I imagine that the anticipation elsewhere in the world could be building towards the Olympic opening ceremony as well. So tell us a bit about what we can expect.
Well, we were actually concerned about until the last minute. We're still concerned if the opening ceremony can take place as anticipated.